Hi guys, thank you for coming to another video. My name is Miss Mari Cruz and we're with my guest, my husband. And we're going to be talking today about haters. You know how there's a lot of haters nowadays. Wherever you go, wherever you at, that's including work, that's including home, that's including friends, that's even including your in-laws. So we're going to get into the subject, talking a little bit about it, and see what you guys think. Hopefully, you guys get involved because I know everybody has haters and everybody has a story of a hater. So let's get it started. For now, we're gonna get my husband to introduce himself with you guys. You already know him by now. Um, Tell him who you are.
Hi guys, my name is Rocky. I'm Mari Cruz's husband. It's good to be back again on the show. Like she said, we're going to talk about haters, but I did have a little bit extra to add on about that though. So, and I thought about that last night, but my wife already had it too late to be able to put just haters on there. So, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to be able to log in with us. We want you guys' feedback. We want you guys to be involved with the conversation with us.
And to share your story too, you know. Para la gente que habla español, gracias por estar otra vez en otro nuevo video. Yo soy Miss Mari Cruz y vamos a estar hablando un poco de los haters, los envidiosos, los, ¿cómo dice? Los cagapalos, you know, de todo eso vamos a estar hablando, vamos a hablar las historias, las cosas que nos han pasado, porque yo sé que todo el mundo tiene envidiosos en la casa, primos, hermanos, cuñados, suegros, amigos, colaboradores del trabajo. So, vamos a estar hablando un poco de eso, vamos a estar hablando un poco cómo es que hay gente tan envidiosa que llega al punto que uno hasta se quiere ir del trabajo, o uno que ni quiere ir al trabajo, o uno que hasta sale divorciado, o otras personas que no tan solo salen divorciados, se acaba la relación de amigos de largos, todo por la envidia. So, vamos a estar hablando de esos temas y ojalá que se entonen y comenten y hagan preguntas y con nosotros también, you know, enséñanos un poco de sus historias, de lo que ustedes han pasado, you know. So, vamos a estar traduciendo para allá y para acá, you know, para no quedarnos en un lado y el otro. Yo sé que en el otro video hablamos más inglés, pero ahorita ya me voy a poner las pilas y vamos a ir en inglés, en español.
And don't forget to ask your questions here on the live chat here on the YouTube, or you can also ask your live questions right there on Mari Cruz Ayala on her Facebook channel. We're going to be going back and forth to try and comment with you guys out there to make sure that we could be able to get y'all feedback, give you guys shout outs and everything else. So just hit that like button, subscribe, and get involved with the conversation, because we just don't want it our way. We want it for everybody to be involved with the situation of the show.
Okay, so we're gonna get started. So I don't know, do you have any stories about anything that has happened to you when it comes to envy, haters, that you can say that you experience?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you experience, let's say, for example, you're going through a situation. I'm gonna put him in the spot, you know, like I like to put him in the spot. But he told me a situation about what's going on at his work. So it has to do with a little bit of envy and haters, because of the fact that, you know, when you are at work and you're doing your job, a lot of people are hating because either you have more knowledge. I'm not gonna say you're better than them, but you have more knowledge than them, or you have more experience, or and when you want to give them an advice, they take it the wrong way. They take it in a way that, oh, you think you're better, oh, fuck that, you know. So can you explain to us a little bit your experience that you're going on right now?
No, it's not going on right now. That's not going on right now like that at my job. No, what's going on at my job is completely different. That's the situation. That what's going on is the fact of that that's job related stuff and confidentiality. But in all reality, though, that's not what's going on. Now, what you are talking about is what happened on one job. I do remember that. Now, that did happen to me in a situation to where I did know more knowledge and have a little bit more experience than somebody else. And because of the extensive knowledge that I have with my safety background, the other person that was a safety person also kind of hated on me and tried to get me fired over the situation when he was the one that actually got terminated. And you're talking about that job that happened in Utah. That's what that job is, what you're talking about. That job there, what happened is that a safety person claimed that he had safety experience and everything else, and he did not like the fact that I had more knowledge, more skills, more assets than he did in safety. And for that, he ended up violating protocols and rules and regulations for safety. So for that, that's what made him get fired instead of me, because he wasn't complying to the safety rules. Now, as far as haters go in my work, have I had haters in my job before in the past? Yes, I did. I had haters all the time, not just at work and personal life and everything else, but it barely happened ever at work. The only time it ever happens at work is because when you put your extensive knowledge against somebody else's extensive career, and let's say one guy has 20 years and the other guy has 10 years. Sometimes the guys that have 10 years got more knowledge and more experience than guys that have 20 years experience, and that's because that they hate. Another thing that they hate is that when you're young, you're good at what you do and you have extensive knowledge of what you do, and then the older guys hate it because the older guys are in a different bracket now. The older guys are more old school, more old ways, you know, and now that times have changed, like I said in the previous video, I have the 5th most dangerous job in the world that I do. So being an iron worker. So laws have changed, you know, the rules have changed. Now it's all about safety this and safety that. And some guys aren't up to date and speed with that.
So have you had an experience, let's say with a friend that's having hated on you for either because you get more money than that, or either more money than them, or because, you know, any situation? I mean, I can say my story when it comes to a friend is that they pretend to be my friends when I enter a job so they can try to get me in my weakness and know all the things that I know so they can go snitch me out so I can end up getting fired.
Yeah.
That's one of the things when it comes with coworkers, it's last friends. That's what, like they say, you don't mix pleasure with work, you know.
Exactly.
And family wise, man, those are the worst. That's where all the hating hides.
Well, we've been together for a long time, Mom, and honestly, to tell you the truth, like, to be real, Mamita, I really never went through that hating stuff with my family.
I might even feel,
You know what I mean? Like yours, I've seen it, but in mine, we never went through that.
We did, because at the beginning when we got in a relationship, a lot of people didn't want us together.
Oh, well.
So that's hating. That's family hating. And that's hating.
Yeah, that's true.
I also had hate on when it comes to, you know, when I did my modeling, when it towards family, like they didn't hate the fact that they see somebody, especially your significant other, so sit and try to be better, do better a little bit. Like they hated on that. Not only that, on in-laws, when I was with my other relationships, you know, like they didn't want to meet with that person, so they would throw the little venom out there, talking shit, or
that happens all the time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm explaining my situation, you know, and that's why there's a lot of situations like that when it comes to families, in-laws, and everything. Well, let me introduce a little bit in Spanish what we're talking about, so our Spanish people don't feel confused and they don't know what we're talking about. Well, lo que estamos hablando es un poco de la envidia, como del trabajo. Mi esposo le estaba comentando un poco en el trabajo hay mucha envidia porque lo que pasa es que a veces a uno no los deja crecer otros compañeros de trabajo porque se sienten intimidados. Se sienten intimidados porque o vas a ser mejor que ellos, o que les vas a quitar el puesto, o que prácticamente les vas a quitar el puesto que tienen ellos porque te miran con mucha potencial. No es que eres menos que ellos o que sabes más, es que se sienten intimidados contigo. No tan solo eso, cuando se trata de, vamos a decir, de amigos. Cuando tienes amigos en el trabajo, por eso dice no se mezcla el placer con el trabajo, porque cuando usted mezclas el amigos con el trabajo, ¿qué hace? Pretenden de ser tus amigos para ver cómo, qué encuentran o qué te saben para sacarte de allí. ¿Sí me entiendes? O también, como cuando tienes cuñados, suegros, oh my God, los suegros son los peores, ¿verdad? No, la mía no, yo la mía no la tengo viva, pero cuando estuve con mis anteriores parejas, eso fue mucho y que tenía que ver mucho con los problemas que yo tenía con mis otras parejas por los suegros, las hermanas que eran metiches, you know, y esa es la razón de que muchos pasamos por eso, por los envidias. Las envidias no es buena porque hasta la envidia mata. La envidia no es, va mano a mano del dinero. Como dicen, el dinero es la cara del diablo. Like I'm explaining to them, like they said, envy and haters and money goes hand behind, hand behind. It's like the devil.
That's the thing that I was saying at the beginning of the show, Mamita, that I thought about it last night, and I was gonna throw that in there and be like, you know what, baby, we already made the title for haters, but what we should have put envy versus haters.
Because, yeah, but everything falls on it, exactly. So people would,
right. It does,
you know,
it does. And I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean? A lot of people envy somebody for different reasons, but that doesn't mean that they're hating. But then there are some people that envy on people because they are hating. So you have to be able to see the difference. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people envy my wife because of the life that she lives and the life that she's living now.
Especially family.
Especially family.
Let me introduce this little part so we can be, you know, in the same level. If now you're gonna say a lot of things, I'm gonna forget half of the things and I'm not gonna introduce. Like he's trying to say that a lot of people, especially families, hate people's life that you have with your new partner because they wish to have that type of life with their husbands. And what he was saying is that a lot of people envy my life with him because he's really supportive, and that's the reason that we kind of started like separating myself from my family from this last time, because this is the story that I'm going to share with you guys that happened to us. That's the reason that I decided detaching myself from my family, because first of all, nobody knows my husband. Everybody practically, you know, just met him. And even though we've been together for so long, we have done our own thing. We've been so far away that when we go over there just for a couple times, just to party with them, have a good time with them, it's like an in and out shit, you know? And
family events.
Family events or big events.
Yeah.
So the thing is that what happened is that the last time we went over there, we went for a Christmas, right? It was Christmas?
No. It wasn't Christmas.
Well, whatever. It was the last event that we went. And when we went over there, we got to get together. And I guess we were like the prey. Everybody was like attacking us, talking shit about us, talking about this, talking about that, why I'm with him, that I should leave him or I should be more independent and stuff like that. When them being more aware of my life because they've been in my social media, so they know how my life is, and then I'm not in need of a lot of things that they were throwing out that day for them to say. It was like out of context, it was out of coming. So, para la gente que no está entendiendo un poquito lo que estoy diciendo, es como yo tengo una historia que quiero compartir con ustedes. Es, por ejemplo, yo tengo familia y mi esposo no conoce la familia. Nosotros fuimos para allá para el último evento que era, se me hace que va por Navidad o algo así. Fuimos a un convivio y nosotros casi no vamos para allá. Nosotros nomás vamos para allá para fiestas grandes o para cuando conviven o de vez en cuando y cosas así. So, lo que pasa es que un día fuimos para allá y la familia empezó a atacarnos, diciéndome que porque estaba con él, que debiera ser más independiente, que no debo de como metiéndome de cizaña, pues. Y yo soy de las personas de que yo sé que soy independiente y soy mujer luchona, pero yo no necesito escuchar los consejos cuando se trata de mi matrimonio, porque cada matrimonio es diferente. Cada quien pasa y hace su matrimonio diferente. El mío, yo lo hago como yo quiera y yo decido las decisiones que yo quiera, ¿ok? Y ese es el problema de la familia, a veces muy metida, que no entiende y no da ese tipo de respeto cuando se trata de matrimonio. Y es cuando el matrimonio se acaba porque no eres suficiente mentalmente fuerte para luchar por tu matrimonio. Y es una cosa que yo aprendí mucho tiempo, de que yo no soy así. Yo peleo por lo mío y lo mío es mío. Hasta que yo diga que ya basta, es hasta allí. What I'm explaining to them is like, that's the reason from a lot of people that have a lot of breakups. That's the reason why a lot of people don't, because the family like put a lot of like shit to them, that they listen to the people, and that's how the relationship starts breaking up, because they're just hating on the relationship that you have or that relationship that you're in, because either they want to have a relationship like that, or because they know that you got a good thing going on and they don't like that.
That's very, that's what, very on point right there about that. It's like this. Why do you need to hate on something if you work hard to build on something? You know what I mean? That's like if you hating on somebody that is a millionaire. How can you hate on a millionaire if he busted his butt to become a millionaire? You know what I mean? Like,
because it's more easy to hate than be about it.
Yeah, but then again, though, like I said, though, Mom, like if you're gonna hate on somebody, hate on yourself. Hate yourself and be mad at yourself, because all you're gonna do is you hating on somebody that you don't know what their struggles are. They don't know the struggles that me and you went through. Nobody out there.
It's like they say, you see the outshining instead of how it got there. Instead of seeing how you got there, that all the tears, all the scars, all the shit that you have to go through to get what you have, they just see the shine and they hate on that. Instead of saying, damn, instead of giving you props, saying, hey, you know, they bust ass, look at what they got with the hard work. You know, no, they'd rather just say, shit, those motherfuckers think they're that, they think they're this, they think they're too good for us and everything else. And that's when it's the hating.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I was young, I envied a lot of people. I envy because it's.
But also they say there's a good envy and there's the bad envy. There's a good envy. The good envy is when you feel proud of that person, you feel good about that person, and the bad envy is when you wish wish the motherfucker tomorrow he fucking sleep and die.
Yeah,
you know?
That's what I'm saying.
That type of fucking hate.
Like when I grew up with a lot of good envy. Honestly, to tell you the truth, you know what I mean. I seen a guy down the street with a nice ass car. I'm like, damn, I can't wait to get big so I can get one like that. You know what I mean? You know, it's one thing to have good envy because then it gives you your, como dice, like your
drive.
No, not just that. Your como dice, your bucket list. ¿Verdad? Your bucket list, like your dream car, your dream house, your dream boat, or whatever the hell else you want in life that you think that you can go out there and go get that you don't have already. That's a good envy because you're working for it. Because you're gonna drive yourself to get those things that you want. You know what I mean? Like I said, though, I grew up with my brothers and sisters. We're all from the hood. We grew up poor. So
who don't grow up poor?
Exactly. And then with
it's not about you being poor. If you were poor and you stay there, because that's the life you like. Exactly. But if you know that you don't want to be living like that and you want to get better and do better, you're gonna do anything you can to get the fuck out of that situation.
Well, yeah, and it's just like, okay, like in my immediate family, when I say my immediate family, I'm talking about like my brothers and sisters compared to my cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. I'll show you an example. My immediate family, my brothers and sisters, we don't hate on each other at all. My older sister, she makes good money, got a beautiful house and everything else. My youngest brother probably has the most money out of all of us, owns property, land, big time magician or illusionist, I'm sorry, and everything else. We proud of them. We were like, damn, you know what I mean? Like we come from the same place and they made it. But don't get it twisted though. We have family members that hate on our lives. Like we have family members that hate on my sister and hate on my little brother and hate on me and all of us because we're the ones that we knew where we came from we seen where we came from, and instead of going down the same path and road of all that bad stuff in life and taking that road of choice, we took a whole different route. Now, granted, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Some of us got out of it at a young age and we grew up in a different route. We'll talk about that later on in another story or something like that. But you know what I mean? But some of us that still stayed in the hood and everything else, we made our choices in life to get out of that. And for that, the ones that hate on us is because we became successful.
Yeah, because it's like anybody that goes to jail. You know, a lot of people hate when they come out of jail and they want to better themselves, and they change the life around, and they end up being something productive to the society only for themselves. You know, there's a lot of people that instead of, you know, doing better in that situation, all they do is just like hate, instead of saying, hey, giving them props to those people. You know, like, hey, you know, at least they're coming out, they better themselves, they doing better for themselves, you know, instead of giving props. It's like, doesn't say hate, it's like, it's more to talk shit than talk good. I don't know, it takes more energy to talk shit, I think, than just giving props. You know, so because of that reason, I think that a lot of people should just try to focus and try to give good to the society, you know, instead of always, you know, mistreating people, bringing down people and everything else, because that doesn't take you anywhere. You know, hate makes you look dumb because you're hating on something because you really can't have it. Hate is particularly for pathetic people. Because by you hating on other people, that doesn't mean you're gonna get it. That doesn't mean that your life is gonna get better. That doesn't mean that whatever you're hating on, you're gonna get it automatically. Oh, I'm hating because he has a bomb ass car. Now next month I'm gonna get a bomb ass car. No, that's just gonna make you more impotent to do it because you are so worried to hating on that person instead of working for it.
But it's like when you say that, Mom, that makes me think of Cat Williams when he says that, like, haters will go out there where you say about the cars, like, okay, well, you got a Phantom, but then you go over there, you go buy a Chrysler 300 and put a Phantom grill on it and make it look like it's a Phantom. No, it's a Chrysler 300. You know, I mean, it just, that thought when you said that just made me think about what he said about that. And then at the end of the day, like, you know, Cat had it best. You know, he said it the best way in his comedy. He says, you got 10 haters at lunchtime, you better get about 15 by dinner. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you want to hate on me, if you want to hate on my wife, that's on you. You know what I mean? That's
you ain't gonna stop for Brian. You ain't gonna stop nothing, and that's what it is.
Exactly.
You think, like, I mean, for example, like at work. I don't know if it had happened to you when you are working, you busting your ass, but there's always a favorite one. The favorite of the boss. Oh, yeah. So no matter how much you busting ass, you ain't gonna take you nowhere. Exactly. You know why? Because they have a kiss ass.
Exactly. Yeah, he's gonna have his right hand person all the time.
You know, and
that does happen. That happens.
And then when you get to the good side, you know, they said your boss of your boss or your boss starts recognize you, and you jump over your boss, and you know, and everything else. Then they both start hating, and then the one that they see that you're already up there, they start hating on you more because of the fact that you're moving like around them instead of through them, you going around them.
Now that did happen to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That happened to you, though.
Exactly. Yeah, because that happened to him. You know, that's what I'm saying. And every time I would tell them, because this is what happened. Well, that was in Utah, right? Yeah, okay. When we were in Utah, because you know we travel a lot, and that time we were in Utah. And my husband was over there doing his job. He has a lot of certifications and everything else that talks about his work, and he's about it. You know, he just doesn't go up there and say, I'm iron working. No, you know, he knows about safety. He knows about
iron working, welding, structural steel, crane operations, cranes, rigging, you name it.
You name it, he got it.
Yeah. And I got the paperwork to back it up. That's the worst part. I have certifications.
So a lot of people, you see how when you have a job, sometimes you get a job because you know somebody and they hook you up with that job. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you might have the certifications on the knowledge for it, but mostly of the jobs nowadays is because you know somebody. Mm-hmm. That's why you're in there. Yeah. You know? And
a lot of politics nowadays.
Exactly. So we was working in that job, you know, I always tell him when he starts a new job, mind your business.
I
Because when you don't mind your business, sometimes you get into predicament, into problems and drama that you don't need to, and you're getting more attention of the haters, so they can find something, or they could get rid of you easily.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling you. Like, mind your business, go do your work, don't do more than you need to do, because that's his problem. Sometimes he does more than what he needs to do, and they take advantage of him.
But yes, you're right about that. They do take advantage of him. But that's on the borderline of hating, but at the same time.
No, it's not hating. It's just the fact that
they hate on me
you put yourself
because I do my job right.
Exactly. And because he's not over there kissing ass.
Exactly.
So what happened over there?
I don't sugarcoat shit.
Okay, well, going back to the story, is that he was over there doing his job, and there was another dude working in the office. He was going to be sent to a school for crane, right?
Yeah.
For crane, and they were going to pay for the test.
Yeah.
So everybody at work and everybody of his co-workers that knew, even the closest people to his boss that work in the office with him, will tell him, why are you paying for it? He's gonna just get the license and leave, like talking mad shit about it. And the boss still didn't care, he still kind of, I guess, had hope on him, or because he was gonna try to like pay him, I don't know what. Like,
it would have been a little bit more money.
A little bit more, but not like you normally get a crane person paid.
No.
Right? So it was going to be his benefit at the end of the day, of the boss. Ain't nobody does nothing if they're not going to get beneficial out of it. Exactly. Simple as that. No matter how nice they want to sound it,
the worst part of the story
there's always a catch.
Yeah, but the worst part of the story is that my wife has not explained to you guys is that, like, when I was gonna go to the school and do all this and that, and all these people were talking all this freaking smack and stuff like that, I made a contract with the owner. I presented
to secure him,
to secure my job.
It's not like that, because when you're about it, and when you are about your word, and sometimes some people nowadays you can't even trust people's word. Exactly. So my husband, he didn't need to do that. No. He did it because he wanted to, because he wanted secure his boss, because he knew that he had a lot of people in his ear telling him, you know what, he's just gonna dip after he gets his license. Why are you investing on him like that? Because that's expensive. He paid for everything. He pays for the trip, for the motel, for the test, right? The school and everything. And that's what people were hating. And at the end of the day, he still proved them wrong, like
I wasn't that type of dude. I never was that type of dude.
Exactly.
I'm the type of guy that I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like, I've passed up so many good opportunities in my life that was my stupidity. Mm-hmm. So when I got older, I say probably around like my 30s or so, like my mid 30s, I've decided in my life that I'm not going to pass up any good opportunity that comes my way. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's even to go do the smallest little educational thing. If it's a good opportunity, or any type of opportunity, I'm not going to pass it up, because I've passed up a lot of opportunities to where it bit me in the ass. It hurt my career. Put my career on hold.
I just wonder one thing. Is hating the same thing as bullying? That's what I wonder. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
it's a borderline of it, yeah. It's a borderline.
It's like cousins. They're cousins.
You can
say that. They're like
because, I mean, like, why would you bully somebody? There's only two reasons.
Because you're hating on them.
You're hating on them, or because you really, like, girls bully boys because the girls really like the boys.
No, but I'm saying it's still like hating. That doesn't have nothing to do with what I'm saying. Hating and bullying, is it the same thing?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, Siri, it's good. Shit.
Yeah. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, though, like I was saying, though, like, if you have the right support team and you have the right people behind you and have your back, there's no reason for hating. Because no matter what, especially when it's within family, I can't stand that shit. Honestly, I'm so glad that My family's not
And
like
sometimes
that.
you have to cut the umbilical cord, you know,
Yeah, you
because
gotta
like I
Take
said,
it off, man.
yeah,
Deuces.
because sometimes you being so much trusting family, that's how you don't progress yourself, because you do believe what they tell you, you know, because they're hating on you so much. They bring your self-esteem down, and you believe it because you're like, my family will not want nothing back from me. It's my family. It's my blood.
But see, this is the thing that you didn't explain earlier about the situation, even when you were translating it in Spanish. The time she's talking about the party that we went to, what you guys don't realize is that, like, I barely, I speak Spanish, but I'm not
He
that great.
understands more than he talks it.
Yes, exactly. But I don't understand everything what they're saying. And they were talking a lot of smack in Spanish, okay, in front of me, in front of my face, but I didn't understand what the hell was going on. And when I asked my wife to translate, "Babe, what the hell's going on?" Because I'm noticing the body language around me that it's like a real serious conversation. She's like, "Oh, I'll tell you later. Oh, I'll tell you later." But what they don't tell you, what she didn't tell you though, is that when she finally did tell me, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I got pissed. I got pissed because one, I have been nothing but a gentleman, respectful, showing endearment and love and affection toward her family. And for you guys to sit over here and talk all this shit behind my back, or practically really in front of my face.
But they took advantage that he didn't understand.
That, yeah, exactly. That, they're telling my wife that, "Oh, why you got a job? You don't know what you could do. You don't know, da, da, da." You know what I mean? Like, my wife is a housewife. My wife don't have to work. If she chooses to work, that's on her. And she does work. But the thing is, though, is that she doesn't have like a 9-to-5 job. I have the 9-to-5 job, and I make good money to support my family, and that's all that matters. She has that type of job to where she's living her dream job. She gets to do her thing, do the way she wants to do it, gets up whenever she wants, and go to work and handle her business and makes her money. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm very supportive of my wife. And that the thing is, though, is that that's what they're trying to tell her, that, oh, that's not a real job, da 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 da. You know what I mean? And then you can't rely on your husband. What if something happens to your husband? Don't worry about what's going to happen to me if something happens to me. But the thing is, though, that pissed me off about it all is that you guys sat there in front of my face disrespecting me, and then when I found out the truth, it caused a big ass rip, because you guys are talking all this smack in my wife's ear, and my wife is the type of woman that
I get
she makes her start
I don't
thinking.
Believe it, but
it makes her second guess it.
It's not that I believe it or second guess it. It's just like, because you start thinking like certain situations that you had happen with your partner, that then you start thinking like, damn, what if it is there? Let me just start, like getting independent a little bit more, like detaching away myself from you, because in case of anything happens, because you never know what could happen. I don't want to be to that predicament, like they say, with one hand in front and one in the back.
But Mamita, you already know, mommy. The only way something would happen to that extent, like that way, what they're talking about, is the day you decide to pick up and divorce me and leave me, or whatever the case may be. That's the only way that would ever happen. But if I would like fall off a building tomorrow, you well taken care of, because you know what you got coming to you. You already know everything. You've seen it with your own two eyes. So there's for them to get in your perspective like that, you're not walking away from your marriage. I know I'm not walking away from our marriage. So with that being said, then what the hell why we fighting over some bullshit that we're not even worrying about?
Because at the end of the day, like here I go back to the same thing. You start thinking like, damn, my family wants the best for me. My family is not gonna want nothing bad to happen to me.
A family that was basically really never there for you your whole life.
That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, like they say, blood is thicker than water. And sometimes you feel like no matter what, your family is going to have your back. And in reality, like I'm explaining to them, it doesn't happen that way. Family is the one that brings you down the most.
Yeah.
Sometimes people find more family out there in the streets.
Oh, yeah.
At work. But like I said, there's also haters. So you have to be careful, because you don't really know how to trust in these days. Like they say, you know who's your real friends when you see them in jail, when they're there to visit you. And in the hospital bed, or
jail.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So you have to make sure that you know to select your friends, and especially the people that you're gonna take around your families, your kids, and your wife. Because I seen a lot of shit happens that the wife end up leaving the husband for the best friend and shit like that, you know. So that's what I'm
So
saying.
now we're talking about that. So let's get on that level because I remember one of the haters from you. Tell them about the story with you and old girl.
Who?
T.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I have a friend that.
You got a friend, just an associate.
Well, at the time, I consider her my friend because when you trust somebody to the way that you putting and bringing your kid around them, because you feel like there's a connection, like a friendship. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna take your kids to nobody because you don't trust your kids with nobody like that. True. So I did consider her at the time a friend because her kids were playing with my kid. And I was like, okay, you know, she's cool. She's a mother. She has a husband. You know, it's like, you know, you have your friends, your party friends. You have your kicking it with your friends, or you have your mom's friends. You know, she was like type of way. She's a mom. She has kids the same age. So you know, my daughter became bond with her kids. So we end up kicking it together so much, and she's another hater that I'm talking about, and I cut fucking ties with that crazy bitch. You know what? I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm gonna tell you like this, and you tell me I cut short by saying that. This girl ended up pretending to be my friend. I met her through some other people. I used to see her around, but I never really got, you know, like to try to talk to her, or she talked to me, but she would stare at me a lot. But I'm a person that everybody stares at me, you know. So I was not okay. I never thought more of it. So then after that, the time went by, and one reason or another, we became friends. She invited me over. I was there for her. She was there for me, you know, because I was going through some stuff, and she was there. I'm not gonna lie, but she introduced me to her friends. Her circle of friends. And when she introduced me to her circle of friends, her true self started coming out. She started talking shit about me in my back. And because I know that, because her friends were retelling me. She would like kind of like do certain things. And in her birthday, she rented a party bus. When she rented a party bus, everybody was gonna go over there. I was like kind of like thinking and doubting it, whatever. But I'm at the type of friends that I can take my time to fix the other girls. So I'm like, how do you guys want me to fix you? You guys want me to put your makeup, whatever. I'm that type of girl. I'm that type of friend that I'm the one who's fixing, making sure everybody looking pretty, you know, and then I fix myself. You know, I want everybody to look to the level, you know. So we end up, I was getting ready. The guys came in, you know, this was in her apartment. So the guys came in, and some of her friends came in, some dudes that barely met me and that I was never around. And they see me, they're like, oh, damn, who's that? You know? And then they say, oh, this is my friend, Mari Cruz, you know, she's new, you know, she's going to be going in the party. And then these dudes were saying, damn, she ain't no snack. She's the whole meal, whatever. That's what they said, the dudes. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I went in the room, I started changing and everything else. But apparently one of the girls had some type of feelings for this dude, you know? And when we were there, the girl was feeling intimidated by me. But like I said, I was not really like into the dude or anything else. I was more into the party, you know. Hey, when are we gonna get started? You know, when are we gonna start drinking shit? So we ended up going to the party bus. This girl was like getting to me, following me everywhere, getting in my ear, telling me, hey, how come you don't get with this dude? Hey, he wants you that bad. The dude that she wanted. So then I was like, no, I don't want him. You can get with him. And to the point that this girl got like in my ear and got me so fucking frustrated that I got in her face. I'm saying, just fucking leave me alone, you know, because if you don't leave me alone, there is going to be a problem, because now you are harassing me. I don't want you around me, and you over here pushing me, this man on me. She got in my face, and she tried to slap me, and I moved back because I got good reflections like the Matrix, like the Matrix.
Nice.
So she never got to me, but I whooped her, you know, and they got her out of the bus and everything else. But the girl, my friend, she still told her to come in the next day so me and her can squash the stuff. But in reality, it was a setup because she wanted me like like practically to get down with this girl in a way that everybody was gonna be there, and not only was it gonna be one-on-one, they were gonna go jump in because I was the friend from the circle for a long time ago. And then I started noticing how she was, and I cut ties with her. And what she did, she used to stalk me. She used to talk bad stuff about me, telling me that she was going to make sure that the whole town knows this and that, knows this and that. Well, she didn't really know me because she really had met me that time, even herself. You know, so that's what I'm saying. That word goes with friends that are haters, that in a way, when you don't do what they want, or they got something that they don't, you got something that they don't got, they start doing malicious stuff.
Yeah. And that's why I say though, like, this happened like, I don't know, right before we got married. So, you know what I mean? And it made me feel bad for my wife, you know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, baby, you know what I mean? Like, I hate to see her be like that because my wife is such a lovable person and a fun person to be around. Like, like I told you guys before, my wife is a tomboy. So, guys and girls, they don't need to hate. Just be yourself, be true to us, and be real with us, and we're gonna be real back. And you see that we're just a fun couple. We don't drink to get drunk or tore up like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, we're not gonna knock the party. We're not gonna hate on the party or whatever the case may be. It's just that like I'm just a overprotective dude. I'm always on my P's and my Q's because everywhere we go, we get haters. Everywhere we go, we can't. There's times that me and you. What happened at the one time at the where were we at? We were at the Florida at the flea market, ¿verdad? Yeah, there's a flea market in Florida. Some crazy girl kept on staring at my wife, hating on my wife and everything. And we were minding our own business. We just minding our own business.
Tell them the story about the club when we were minding our business over there in Las Vegas. And the girl was hating because her man was staring at me, and she bumped to me.
Yeah,
to start a fight.
All right, so this is what happened. We went to this club that we used to go to all the time
in Las Vegas.
At the time, I was working in Las Vegas, and I was staying in Las Vegas. And I took my wife out, and so because the first time we went there, it was like my wife did this big show at the Silver Nugget.
It was to celebrate
her first
concert.
Her first concert as a backup,
like a dancer
for cumbia groups,
Latin.
Yeah, for Latin groups. So we ended up liking the club so much that we started going to.
That was our favorite spot.
Yeah, that was our. Yeah, I mean, it was normally when you go there, it's like laid back, chill. You know what I mean? Just we were always at the VIP section. Always, I don't know why, but we ended up being.
People would buy us drinks.
Yeah, like
they would want to party with us,
right? And then they would see that the way we danced, especially when bachata or salsa, merengue or cumbia came on. Like me and my wife were in sync. We always look good on the dance.
Okay, get to the story.
So, well, no, that's part of the story. So what happened is that me and my wife were dancing for a while, and I tell my wife, I said, "Man, what the hell is with this dude? Why the hell does this dude keep on staring at you?" And I could see the dude in the back by his table, and the table's pretty packed. I guess it's him, his homies, and some girls. So, and then I seen the dude keep on staring at my wife, but then I seen some fat chick that
a girl.
Well, I ain't gonna lie because fat chicks are your specialty, like you say. So I'm sorry. The chick was ugly. The chick was heavy set, and she had beef with my wife because my wife looked good that night, and she really did.
I always look good.
Well, duh. But her man was checking out my wife. You know what I'm saying? And he got caught by his woman.
But instead of the woman checking exactly, she tried to put me in check.
No.
Well, not in check.
In check, but so finally, like I stopped dancing with my wife at the VIP section. The dance floor is right there touching the VIP table. So I'm sitting down, Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little older guy, so I gotta catch my wind, you know. But my wife was still dancing. So then my wife comes over there to the table and she went to go, get a sip of a beer or whatever from her beer. And the girl walks by and
She
bumps her. Like, not like an accidental bump, like an intentional bump.
And you know what?
Like
No,
a shoulder shrug
I mean,
thing.
let me tell you something. In the clubs, like anything can be an accident because it's so crowded that when people are passing by, you feel like when they're bumping into you, you're like, oh shit, maybe hey, there's no space and she bumped into me. But you also know when it is intentional because of the reaction. Some people, even with signs, they're like, oh, my bad, or something. You can read the body language after. No, but this girl turned around and she was like that with her hand and called me estúpida.
Yeah.
And then,
That says it all.
I turned around and I said, estúpida tú. And then she turned around and she tried to slap me. And like I said, I got a good reaction.
That was a matrix move right there. Because my wife just dipped out all of a sudden. And all of a sudden, when she was giving back, and she came back forward, she was coming back with the left hook, and it was cracking me up.
Yeah, I broke 3 nails.
Yeah, I know, man. She was so mad. And she just got her nails done like the day before. That's the worst part of it all. I was so mad. I was like, damn, $80 for some nails, and they broke. Normally your nails cost that much, and they never break. So anyways, so the girl ended up fighting her, and my wife smacked that. I mean, taste out of her mouth. So then the girl tried to come back at it. My wife hit her with a toothpick, bloop, bloop, and it was a wrap. But the fight ended up going from the table all the way to the dance floor. And then her man tried to rush over there to be Captain Save-A-Ho and tried to rush up on my girl.
From behind. I didn't know that.
So I hit this dude with a two-piece and he was gone. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't going to have that. So like I said,
though, a split boom.
Exactly. So that's why I say though, like, you know what I mean? Like, we not no punk crew here over here on this side.
When we're about to take care of business, we take care of business.
Exactly.
Okay?
You know what I'm saying? Like we the alpha team. We don't play that shit. We ain't no beta team.
So if you ever go clubbing with us or anything, we got it. We're your bodyguard.
Exactly. So we like to have fun, but we're on point. That's why we don't drink to get tore up like that, because I'm always on my PGQs. I learned that shit a long, long time ago, and that's the one thing I taught my wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That like you can have fun, baby. You could get, some beers in you or some wine or whatever, but you gotta be on point at the end of the day. It's just like a lot of people. When people go to the club, they want to stay till 2 o'clock when it's all over and everything. Nah, y'all, sorry, but we leave like a half hour to 45 minutes before the club even closes. Yeah. You know why? Because 90% of the clubs out there, people are either drunk and messed up, disrespectful, guns come out, people getting shot, and the cops is out there, and that's the
waiting
best way
for the drunk people
exactly
to get a DUI.
Exactly. So why put yourself in that position? Be smart. You know what I mean? Be smart when you do go out. And that's what I'm saying about the haters. There's no reason for you to hate on somebody if you bust your ass and you work hard to have a good life with your family.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Don't hate on my family because I'm coming up. Hate on your own family and put your own family in check. So that way you got other people hating on you, what you getting and what you doing with your life. Bump that shit. Why you hating on somebody else? Now, if you got a good envy and you're like, oh, man, they got a good couple. Oh, my God, they're blowing up. Why can't we be like them? That's you putting your husband in check or your wife in check. Like, we need to raise up our team game. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't got no good team at home, how the hell are you going to look like when you out there on the street? You know what I'm saying?
Like some weak-ass people.
Exactly. So stop hating on other people and strengthen up your own team. You know what I mean? If you got haters at work, bump that shit. Okay, hey, because I'm doing my job at the end of the day.
Hates, that means it's because you're doing something right.
Exactly. I have a brother, right? And he told me something just the other day. And I love my brothers. And even though they're younger than me, I'm the oldest brother, but I'm the shortest brother. And I noticed something that my brother told me the other day. And it really rocked my world, Mom. It really rocked my world. He said that he learned from our youngest brother, and then he told me. So my youngest brother told my one brother, and then my brother told me. Our youngest brother said that, did you know that the percentage of a person that grew up in foster care to get a license, graduate high school, and even graduate college, the percentage of that is less than the percentage of being accepted at Harvard University? I was like, what? And I know Harvard University is a hard college to get into because it's a law school. But just to know that the lives that me and my brothers lived and everything else, that percentage is that low, that we're below even that percentage. And I have family members that grew up and made it in this world and everything else to be successful in life.
Is it our score
percentage.
says your legs are only 2 inches tall? Oh, you mean 2 to the percent? Mitch, I think that's your brother.
That's my brother Dino. There goes the brother I was just talking about, guys. All right, that's my brother Dino. Hi, Dino. I'm gonna put your ass on blast. All right, but the thing is, though, that you know, what I mean, like, I love my brothers and my sisters, and my brothers and sisters, we don't envy each other. We don't envy. We don't hate. There's no reason to hate on us. The reason why we don't hate on each other is because we all know where we're from. We all knew where we came from. So being a hater is not going to do shit. We, you know, if one of us makes us good, it's all of us looking good because we come from the same
and
mother.
you're carrying the last name. You need to carry the last name to with pride.
Yeah.
You know, to everybody to know who the fuck is that last name you got to represent.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
your name is everything. You know what I mean? And that's why I say though, like, it's not like the old school ways, like me and my brothers and sisters, the way we grew up. You know what I mean? We grew up with our word. You know what I mean? If you make a promise to somebody, your word was everything. If you don't have your word, you ain't about shit. You know what I mean? Back in the days, you didn't do shit with contracts. You know what I mean? Like my brothers and sisters, well, my brothers especially, my two younger brothers, they grew up in a town where they can go inside of a bank. They can leave in the house and their back doors open all night long. I mean, they have more chances of a
if you do that
house than
if you do,
we live at.
If you do that nowadays, shit, you come home to an empty home.
Exactly. You get TV on, they go, why you asleep in the bed? And
like in Oakland, you know how they say in Oakland,
yeah.
They go inside of your house and they steal your shit, and then they go and then you see them in the street and they be selling your own shit.
Yep, exactly.
Like all like that.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say that, like, you know, why hate? Why hate on people that worked hard to build their lives, to be able to build their success and build their chances to make it in this world? You know what I mean? It's just like people who grew up rich. Okay, yeah, they grew up rich. You hate on them, why? Because their parents suffered and struggled to make the money to give a better life for their kids. So now you want to hate on the child because he's got a silver spoon in his mouth? Why? I grew up with kids like that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around kids that when I went to high school, there was a dude I know, man, that kid came to school with a Porsche. We were like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? He was a rich kid. He was just rich because his parents made it. You know what I mean? His mom was a lawyer and his dad was a doctor.
But that's how it is when you have kids. You want to give them the best, even if you're rich or not. You just want them to have the best of the best, you know?
Exactly.
And that's when you are building something for the future of your kids, not for the future of yourself. Because us, once we get old, all you want to do is retire and travel and enjoy life.
Exactly.
So you're doing or whatever you're building is for your kids and your kids only, for the future to be secure. Yeah. That's what you're practically doing.
You know, it's like for example, like my brother, the one that's over here talking smack right now. You know, I'm gonna put you on blast right here. My brother's not rich, but guess what though? My brother lived in freaking Barcelona or wherever he went to overseas, Portugal or some shit, I think it was, and he was over there for like 3 to 6 months or something like that. Nobody in our family hated on him or nothing like that. We loved our brother, but he went over there and he struggled over there. He was walking everywhere. He was doing art shows and everything and teaching kids how to do art because he's an artist and everything. But see, that was the thing that he enjoyed to do. He saved his little money and he went over and did what he wanted to do and everything else. Did the family members hate on him? No.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not
did.
friends that hate. Sometimes it's other fucking people.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I said, haters are haters and haters are everywhere.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't have to be family members. I don't have to be, you know, even I don't know,
Yeah.
it's not even about that,
It could be people even that you don't know that can hate on you. That
know about you.
Yeah, like remember the couple that we always talk about that's over there in Mexico? They just made it big, and how many people were hating on them? The one that the couple that has a talk show.
Yeah, they don't have a talk show. They're YouTubers.
They're YouTubers, and they have their own show and stuff, and people hate on them. Why? For what? Because they worked hard and built their empire. They built their family. They built their money income and everything else.
And when you're too focused on the hate, then you start losing track.
Exactly.
Where you need to go and where do you need to be at.
Exactly.
That's why sometimes you, like I said, bully. That's why I ask. Is bully and hate the same thing? Because that fucks with one same thing, that is your insecurities.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Because if you put them together, or even if you do one apart, it still triggers your insecurities.
Yeah, that is true.
And your mind.
Yeah. But like I said, though, people like, what I mean? Like, you can envy in a good way. And if you choose to envy in a bad way, all you're going to do is make yourself look stupid. All you're going to do is hurt yourself. Hurt your empire.
You're wasting energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Energy that you can be putting into something else.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like, for example, like when it comes to, let's say, I mean, you already said a little bit of experience when it comes to your work, with the little situation of the hate. You already said a little bit when it comes to friends. Mm-hmm. Remember the friend that you had? Mm-hmm. Well, the one that I know. Yeah. When I met him, he had a friend that he traveled with. And that dude was taking advantage of him in every type of way around him. Yeah. And he didn't see that, and he used to manipulate him, too. So that's what I'm saying. Is hate, bullying, and manipulation, and what other shit is envy. Is that all included? Or what do you guys think, people? Like, comment. We want to know what's your thoughts.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like I said, though, like, you can live life to the fullest, or you can hold yourself back. If you don't want to hold yourself back, that's good. That's even better. Now, this is why I say that where good envy comes in, because
you feel proud. You feel, like you can be like, hey, I feel proud of you. You giving props to what they're doing.
Well, yeah, that's true. But then the other part of it, Mamita, is that good envy you can use for mentoring. You can grab a mentor from that. If you really like somebody in a career, I'll show you an example. I've talked about this man before last time. His name is David Hales. I love that man. David Hales helped me with my safety career. Do I envy the guy in a bad way? No, because I always go to him. If I need something that I don't know about safety and I have a question, man, he's there. Same thing with Mark Smoot. Mark Smoot, quick to pick up a phone for me to answer a legal question that I need to know an answer to. Those are guys that I envy in a good way and would like to be at the level of knowledge and experience. Trust me, I want to go back to college and get a bachelor's degree so I can
but
get
that's the
CPS,
thing. But that's the thing. When you get a mentor, it's kind of like they fitting you with how do you say drive or drift? How do you say?
Drive.
Yeah, drive to try to push you to go for what you want and what you're going for. Haters take that away from you. Instead of pushing you to go for it, they take that away from you. That's a difference. And that's what people don't want.
I think haters.
That's why people should just try to focus on spread good positivity than negativity, because you don't know what impact can happen to that person that you throw in that much negativity to.
Exactly. What do you say, Mom? I think haters are full of chips.
Yes.
You gotta explain that part.
He said some haters hate you, so says because they are jealous. But the haters that hurt the most are the haters that hate when you are on your path, because they actually love you and they are concerned. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, because I'm even confused about that.
Well, haters, like I said, there's two different type of haters. There's the good haters, and there's the haters of the fact that they feel proud of you and they feel like like, shit, these motherfuckers actually making it. These motherfuckers getting shit done, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's a fire. And there's other haters that then this motherfucker fucking, we're gonna make him suck. We're gonna put the foot so he can trip.
Yeah.
You know, that type of haters.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. There's different type of haters.
Yeah.
But what you mean by some haters hate you, your success because they're jealous, that's all the time. They hate you because you're better, you got better, or you're doing better. But the haters that hurt the most are the haters that are the haters that hate you when you are on your own path because they actually love you and they are concerned. But one thing is talking to you that you're doing something good or doing something bad. Another thing is talking shit.
Exactly. Because haters don't really have no love and concern. I'm gonna state that real quick. Cause if a person has love and concern, they cannot
see your vision, so they are so they can see your vision, so they are concerned, so they stop you. No,
but that's not a hater. That's a person that's trying to guide you in other paths and other ways to protect you.
Give you another option.
Give you other options. That's not a hater. A hater is a person that's truly trying to stop you from the get-go, by
talking down on you.
Yeah, talking
talking your dreams down, or stepping on your dreams.
Yeah, that's a hater. Like a true hater is somebody that's trying to.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, ain't nobody gonna see the vision that you got, only yourself.
Exactly.
Because you only know how you see it, how you want it to be, and the way you wanted it to be. You can tell the vision to other people, but expressing it and thinking it and seeing it is different than actually. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you might do it similar, but people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is he doing?" But you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like my wife, for example. My wife told me her dreams, her goals, her aspirations, and everything else. Okay? I've never hated on my wife. I've supported my wife. I've been there for my wife. There's times I held my wife back from doing things, but that wasn't because I was hating on her. It was because I was seeing people trying to take advantage of her. And since people were trying to take advantage of her, my job as her husband is to protect her. So that's different. That's not hate. That's me protecting what's mine. But at the end of the day, though, like I told my wife, baby, you'll have your time to shine. And when you do, it's going to be bigger and better than what you think that you're going to have.
Exactly.
And that's what happened to her. My wife is at the stage of her life to where her success is coming full circle and it's coming bigger and better. She's getting more opportunities. She's getting.
And isn't how they say those who wait are the ones who get reward?
Exactly.
And it's patient to get there, because everything that comes fast goes fast away.
Right, and then that's why I tell you guys that, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna hate on somebody, you don't have to hate on somebody in a bad way. You know what I mean? You can hate on people in a good way, but change it from hate, from being a hater to being like, you know, looking for guidelines, you know, looking for their mess ups and their faults and their mistakes so you could prevent those mistakes. That's the only thing that you can do. The mistakes that I make in life and the things and bad decisions that I did in my life, guess what? I taught my kids, I taught our kids not to do those mistakes. You know, I taught my wife, because she's younger than me, to get away from those type of mistakes. She made her own mistakes. I made my own mistakes. But guess what, though? Some of the mistakes that she could have went down the path of doing, she already prevented those because I've already lived them and done them. And since I've lived them and done them, now I taught that onto her to prevent it from her because to go through that. Now that she has that knowledge, her next step is going to be what? To pass it on to our kids. Because when we not only
to our kids, just people who need that type of advice, but
because everybody needs a mentor. Everybody needs a mentor.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Somebody always have somebody to want to talk to relieve themselves, their stress, the depression. And that's what I'm saying. It's hard to somebody to have a shoulder to cry in than somebody to be judged on.
Right. And if you guys want a better life for yourself or a better life for your family, then you need to stop hating on the next family or the other dude at work or other female at work. Stop doing all that shit.
It's not gonna take you nowhere.
You know what I mean? Like, you can go in and out of work left to right. Mm-hmm. Okay? You could lose your job. You could do this. You could do that. But the one thing that you gotta know, people, is three things. Three things only. One, what is your worth? What is your worth in life? What is your worth at job?
Purpose.
And what is your worth at work? That's number two. What is your purpose? What is your purpose of doing in your job, in your life, in your home, and around the people that you care about and love about?
Exactly.
And thirdly is, what can you contribute to all those people at your job, in your family, to your kids, to your friends, to your associates? Okay? Those are all three things that you need to know. If you don't know those three things, then you're not going to succeed. And the only thing you're going to do is not only hold yourself back from being successful, but you're going to hold
Your dreams,
your dreams, your goals,
aspirations.
your aspirations, but then you're going to hold your family back. And if you hold your family back, guess what? You're going to hold your kids back too. That's why the decisions that you make the decisions of what you do. You know what I'm saying? No, that's why I try to tell you, we have people that we know that are very successful. We know.
But they're not, because they're not wasting their time on hating. They're
Exactly.
focusing on grinding.
Exactly. There's so much focus on their career or their job or their money or building a life for their future or building a future for their kids and everything else, that they're not stuck right here worrying about this, and
On
this.
the wrong thing.
Exactly. They're more focused on, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm still going to do me. It's just like right now, my wife does her. You know what I mean? She has people hating on her right now. You know what I mean? Why? Because she's better at her job than you?
Not only that, because I'm focused. I'm cool. Like I said, I can socialize and everything, but business is business. Money is money.
Exactly.
And you don't mix pleasure with money, because at the end of the day, I know, by going through a lot of situations, and you get over it. Like, you're not looking for friends, you're not looking for nothing, because you went through that situation, and you're to the point that you're like, for what? To a friend, it's gonna flow. It's not gonna be forced. Ain't nobody gonna be your friend in the first day. Everybody's gonna be nice to you in the first day. But I see a lot of people that they're friendly to you right now, and behind you they're talking shit. They're talking about you. They like practically like telling you things that they don't even know about you, because they're hating, because they see something on you that they don't got, or they feel intimidated by you, so they try to bring you and tear you down, but with other people, so other people don't be liking you. And that's what's happening to me. But like I said, how long it doesn't stop my money, I don't give two.
Because her booty twice. Well, she cared.
You can see kiss one
and
cheek and then kiss the other one and lick the middle.
Nasty. But anyways, guys, like I said though, you know what I mean? We just want you guys, like, you guys gotta stop, or people need to stop thinking about the negative side of things in life and everything else, instead of worrying about all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
we're going through a lot of things in these days, in these societies, like bullying, murder, shootings, and we have to start doing the changes, because we complain about it, we see the news and we talk about it, we get surprised, but then we're the ones who kind of like push that issue, because of the fact that we don't stop it at home. So how can we control the outsiders if we can't even control our own homes?
Yeah, that's why I said, like, you know what I mean? Like, envy and hating has a lot to do with, where you at in your life and in society and in the world. And if you can't control what you're at, then how you going to be able to get what you really want and what you want to be at? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to envy nobody. You don't have to, hate on nobody or anything like that. You guys need to just grind and push yourself all together, plain and simple. You know what I mean? And everything else. So, was that Randy? Oh,
Ready Red.
About time you showed up. We was waiting for you.
Yeah, you're the one that
you always
get the show started.
Exactly. Good to see you, guy.
And shout out to Art Score too.
Yeah.
That he's commenting. So don't forget to comment. Don't forget to get involved with yourself. But now that Ready Red is here, we're gonna put him in the spot.
Yeah.
Hey, Ready Red.
What's your question, Ready?
Do you have any experience when it comes to hating with any family members, in-laws, friends, co-workers, whatever. What's up with that? He's saying, what's up to you?
Oh, what's up?
You know, so do you have an experience like that? Because like I said, you got here late. We were saying some experience that we got. So like I said, you know, we have to start doing the changes. We have to be the one that do the changes so the world can be a better place, you know, because hating takes to bully takes to massacre shit happening in the days. Like I said, you know,
it just drains you. It just drains you. It drains the life out of you. Why? You know, like, I really don't understand. And this is a good question. Why do haters have to be able? What's that?
Ready said, hell yeah, I got cousins who hate on me all the time. Oh, tell me about it. I have a story now that he's talking about cousins. I have a cousin that ain't nobody wanted to bring her the hand because she had so many kids. So they were kicking her out of her apartment, and me being a nice cousin, I told her, you can come in with me, but you just move your stuff. Don't move anything else because that apartment is only leased to me. This girl moved her furniture, everything. She made my living room looking like a studio. Like, she looks like those people that when they have like 100 people living in one house, like that. And I'm like, you're gonna just stay here for 1 month, you know, because that's the only time that I can have you here. Now that woman didn't even want to move. I had to even call the police for her to move and everything else. She damaged my apartment, my new stool, you know, and everything else. And then she still had audacity to go over there with the rest of the family and talk shit, saying that I kicked her out, that I was messed up, that I kicked her out with her kids and everything else. So from there, you know, she just hates me and everything else for something that, for me to do something good for her, that having her and handing her the hand that everybody was closing her the doors, she fucking did that to me. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Families, friends is the same shit. You know, she hates on the fact that, you know, like when I used to get ready to go to the clubs with my friends and stuff, she used to hate that because she couldn't do that because she decided to open her fucking legs so soon that she ends up filling herself with a lot of kids. It's just ratchet. Yeah, trust me. I even told her, like, you know, in peace. I gave her like 30 days. You know how they give you 30 days to get out, eviction? I even was nice enough to tell her, hey, you know what? You got 30 days just for you to look for something else. I did this not even for you. I did this for your kids, you know, because I don't want your kids to be sleeping in the street, or I don't want, you know, nobody wants to like hand you the hand. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So she said, I move whenever the fuck I want to move. Gosh, it was a mess. Sometimes I'm saying something's to do something good, it turns bad.
The biggest hater story that I remember you telling me about, and this is a really cool story that I want Mari to tell you about, was about a girl who hated on my wife so much that my wife was a Zumba instructor at the time, and she stole all her Zumba choreographies. Remember?
Oh yeah, I used to have like I guess she used to do Zumba, and she wanted to do her own studio. No, I wanted to do my own studio. That was my vision. You know how, like I said, there we go, when you have goals and visions and stuff, but sometimes you economic with the money wise, you're not cool yet, you know. But that's the problem. When you share your dreams and you share your problems with other people, either they steal the idea. So this woman, I told him that my idea was to make a studio, to do my own Zumba and do all this extra stuff. And she went up on my back and opened a Zumba studio. She said she was going to hire me so I can try to teach it. She never did. She would always give me the runaround. That was 2. And then she will steal all my choreography, and me, dumbass, showing her my choreographies because I was cool with her like that. Mm-hmm. You know, what it says, oh, hell nah, if fight comes with that. Yeah, trust me, I wanted to whoop her up and everything else, but I was like, it's not even worth it, you know, because when you know you're confident about yourself, no hater's gonna stop you. Exactly. And that's what me. Haters make me want to push myself more. Haters want me to show them that I'm better by doing what they hate on me the most. Exactly. You know, that's what I do. That's how I shut haters. Yeah. Doing better and successful.
Because it's like this. One thing I taught my wife is like, what you need to whoop on her ass for? For what? What are you gonna?
That's how I used to handle everything.
Yeah,
and he showed me that you cannot go in live whooping everybody's ass.
Exactly.
You know.
And that's the maturity and the growth in her now, because now she's like, okay, you want to hit on me? Fine, you can hit on me, but guess what? You're still not gonna stick away from my paper. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How long as they don't fuck up with my money, I don't care. Exactly. No, because they know we're gonna touch my daughter. That's for a fact. I'm not even gonna think it twice to act. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying, when a hater's gonna be talking all that smack and everything, you can do all the other thing you want. But when it comes to fucking with my money, then yeah, I don't care. Yes, I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. It's like this though. Is that if you worked hard and you show what you got, it's like, for example, like this though. Like, I know my wife is a badass choreographer. I know she's a
like I do my own choreographies when it comes to the Zumba, because this is what the people don't know. Zumba is they send you a CD that you are recording yourself, not recording yourself, that you copy all the dance move.
Right.
I don't like to copy the dance move because it's to repeat it. Every Zumba instructor does that. So what makes me different from the Zumba instructors and makes me stand out is that I do my own choreography. That's what I do, you know, and a lot of people hate that because they're like, that's a good ass choreography. Oh, damn, where do you learn that? Oh, and, you know, or record me. I don't like people recording me.
Yeah, because that's how they steal your moves. So that's why we stopped doing that. We don't allow that no more. You know what I mean? You might see little bits and pieces on her, somebody recording her on her Facebook because she allowed that little bit or little piece, but you'll never see the whole choreography because we don't want people stealing her dance.
I learned my lesson.
You know what I mean? See, and that's what I'm saying, guys, that's what we talk about with hating. You know what I mean? Like, if you good at something, then there's nothing that you should be worried about. You know what I mean? My brother is a badass artist. You know what I mean? He's very, very good. I've watched him grow since he was a little boy, and he's been drawing since he was damn near before he could walk. I mean,
even your parents sometimes they're haters, you know, because like the one experience that happened when it came to my mom, I'm gonna put her in spot, but whatever. You know, we were working in this place, you know, and she was like the supervisor or something like that, you know. Or what is it? When you look good and live life to the fullest, people are gonna hate you. Yeah. Well, when you do that, people think you're the black sheep. Mm-hmm. That's exactly the definition of what you're saying, or the title of what you're saying, or the definition of the title you're saying is they think you're the black sheep. Mm-hmm. When you're living your life to the fullest, and when you know that you look good and you take care of yourself and you're about your shit and about yourself, people think, this girl, she's the black sheep. You know, she's the one, the outsider from the family. We don't even act like that. Los persinados, that's what we call them. You know, so that's what I'm saying. And that's the problem with these people, that they don't know that it's not about that you are to the black sheep, it's that you're doing you. Because everybody has to find their own self. You cannot be like everybody else.
And it's like, and it's like I was saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're really, really talented and you have a gift,
and everybody has to give. A lot of people just don't develop it, and because they're so caught up in other stupid stuff.
Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, my wife's gift, guys, believe it or not, her actual gift and talent is dancing. You know what I mean? She done modeling, she done this, she done that, but her actual gift and talent is dancing.
Like, I already, like I said, you gotta give. It's up to you to develop it and to make it
stronger and better,
and be useful,
yeah,
and everything else. You know, and me, I can say in my life that I cannot say that I never did this, never did that, because I got privilege that a lot of women don't have privilege to do. And I'm not even talking about nowadays, because nowadays not the same as back in the days. When I was in modeling, I was actually in modeling. I was not no Instagram model that I'm over there showing my ass, my whole body. You know, I was doing actually modeling. I was doing runways. I was doing music videos. I was doing, you know, pageants. I was doing fashion modeling and modeling for brands like JCPenney's and stuff like that. Back to school days in my town, I was doing real modeling, you know. I was in agencies, I was in etiquette school. I did that. That was that stage of my life when I was 14 to 19. Then I was like, that's not for me no more. So let me just do something else. And I always have love to dance because I've been some type of therapy for me for depression, because everybody goes through depression. And that's one thing that I always had, especially when you have parents that they're always working and you have to particularly raise yourself. You have to find some type of hobby. But some people are not strong mentally enough. They go to that deep depression that they start cutting themselves. They start trying to thinking of suiciding, hurting themselves. And that's one thing that I love myself too damn much to be thinking about that, Like, so I found something that was going to make me happy, make me feel good, that was my dancing.
Yeah.
But I never really went into it so much into now that I was a grown up. I was in stages, I'm dancing. Now that I'm trying to kick back and chill a little bit, what I'm doing is practically what? Doing just Zumba. But that's still connected to my dancing,
Exactly.
That's still doing what I love to do.
Yeah. And it's just like I said, that like, me growing up, I was all about sports. That was my gift. That was my passion. You know what I'm saying? My brother, he was about art. Your brother.
My brother is in his sport.
Yeah,
he's
sport.
Soccer that he's leading that to his kid, and then that he's a coach, and now his kid is playing big leagues and traveling doing soccer, and he's just barely 15, 16.
And then my other brother, look at him, Jason, he's a big time magician, illusionist. But believe it or not, what people don't realize that when he was little, he used to be like a little inventor. He used to tear apart all the toys and figure out how they worked and then put them back together. But it's just like they say, though, things that you do as a child is going to make you grow up to be what you're going to be. You grew up dancing when you were little. I grew up. I just grew up with music in my life since I was a baby. Practically, I came out of the vagina dancing. But like I said, though, guys, I started dancing before I started walking. But if you take your gifts and you use it in the right way, and you take and utilize your talents, and you use your experience of knowledge and experience that you live, I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy road. It's always going to be a rough road here and there. But if you do it, though, this is the part that I make when I say, though, that there's no reason for you to ever, ever, ever hate on somebody else. And sometimes your biggest hate are just your biggest highlights of yourself. Yeah. You know why? Because I'm telling you, like, when it comes with bullying, when I was younger, everybody used to bully me because of my hair. My hair was super curly. Because of my lips, because they were super big. Because of my high cheeks and my dimples. They're like, oh my God, look at it, because I have dimples, like they get really deep in there. That no, for real, that a lot of people used to take those things to always bully me and everything else. And me being looking different from everybody else, I didn't know how to react. That sometimes I would be feeling bad about myself and acting and looking at myself in the mirror like, why do I look like this? And looking now, everybody's paying to get their lips refilled, to get their face sucked in so they can have the little dimple cut look. And the dimple look, the high cheekbones and everything else. And I've been looking like this all my life. But and it's something that everybody was used to bully me with, the curly hair and everything else, that I would put a lot of gel, mousse, hairspray to control them fucking hair, and everything else. But looking now, all the bullies that people used to do with me growing up is my how do you say, the things that people flatter me nowadays. And now that I see a lot of people paying money for that, I feel more like, damn, I'm natural like that. I don't gotta go through that pain, And then I have a nephew. He looks exactly like me. Oh yeah, my nephew. Yeah. He looks exactly. So if people doubt that my lips are fake or my face is fake, I got a nephew that he has my same face, my same lips, everything. You would think he was actually her son? Yes. That's all. He's just lighter skin. He's just really white. Yeah, but he looks identical. My face is his face. Yeah, he's a cutie. Yeah. I got proof that this face is natural. Yeah, so, and it's But like I said, though, guys, like, you don't have to hate on somebody else or think that you're gonna get something from someone else. You know what I mean? Exactly. See, like Ready. He said, same here. I got teased for being light skinned and freckles. Exactly. And it's just like nowadays you see, like, there's a lot of people that
that now they want to like be without makeups and showing the freckles because now that's the thing. Freckles, you know, and then light skinned. Well, I don't know about that one because you know you look at my bronze skin. No, because a lot of people used to make fun of me back then because I was dark. Because in that little town where I was raised, there was nothing but light Mexicans, or they were like nothing but white people. So my family were only the dark ones. Yeah. You know, so they were always tease me and tease my cousins and everything. And yeah, there's even fake freckles for filters. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So now you should feel, like I said, everything that we were bullied about that is different. Sometimes being different is a good thing. Exactly. Being different makes you stand out and makes you a different type of beauty, like a rare beauty that nobody has. And being different is better. You don't want to be the same as everybody else. It's like you're a cheap copy of everybody else. And it's original, you know, and nobody can be like you. Everybody can try to be like you, but ain't never gonna be like you because you're only one in a million.
So like we said, guys, you know, sorry that our time is almost up, but at the end of the day though, the main thing is though, like this though, is that if you're out there and you're a hater, then you need to change your perspective. You know what I mean? Now, if you really need to hate, you'd be more than glad to hate on us. We ain't got no problem with that. But there's no reason for you to hate at all, though. Get over the hate and start being about it yourself and doing your own thing. You know?
He said, ready. He said that you look Mexican and I look Puerto Rican or Dominican.
No.
Well, I'm not gonna say what I am because I'm gonna save that to one of the shows that I'm gonna tell where I'm from, about myself a little bit and everything else.
I'm not gonna wait till I'm gonna tell you, I'm 100% Puerto Rican and I was born on the island. You just can't see the real skin because all this bright light. But believe it or not, though,
but he said your face looks Mexican.
Oh no, I mean, I'm straight Puerto Rican right there. There ain't nothing about that. You just can't see my whole big guy.
No, but he's not that. I'm telling you, there's more people that have told me that too.
That what?
That you look Mexican.
Hell no, I ain't no Mexican.
You know how Puerto Ricans get offended when you tell them that?
Nah, bro, for real. I'm PR all the way, 100%. Mom, dad, and
I'm gonna tell you when it comes to me, like
I'm an island boy. I'm an islander. I'm a real islander.
Man, you're gonna sound like those two white twins that are singing the island boy.
Nah, hell no.
I'm an island boy.
No, but you guys don't like. You know,
but now, like I said, you know, like you got it close, you know. Yeah. Whoever really gets what race am I, because I'm mixed. That's all I gotta say. That's the only hint that I'm gonna throw out there. Yeah. That I'm mixed. But when you get it, you get a prize.
Yeah, we have to figure out the prize.
No, you're gonna get a prize.
A $20 gift card.
No, you're gonna get a $50 in a porn shop to go buy you some fucking shit.
Alright, Mom. There you go. But anyway.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Like if you guess it, you guys gonna get a surprise. Venezuelan. No, you far.
You way off base.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm Caribbean. I have 3 nationalities.
So yeah.
So there you go.
You might want to wait till next week to come up with that one, Randy. For real, because you
ready.
I'm ready. I'm sorry. Ready.
You get Randy.
I keep on saying it like Randy from here. But I know. But the thing is that so back to the topic. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. You know, like we said, there's no reason to hate. Just you know,
it's all about love. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Yeah, do your thing and worry about yourself. Stop worrying about somebody else's shit and what they got or what they don't got. Worry about what you got and what you don't got. Because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna be about you.
Belize.
You know,
where's that at? Belize?
I don't know, man. You talking about all the way over there in Europe area now. Belize is over by Spain.
No.
Yeah, Belize is over there by Spain.
No, boy, I'm not that. Because I don't even know where's that.
Exactly. But anyway, he's so stuck on that. We over here trying.
He wants to win the prize.
Yeah, well.
No, you guys are gonna. If whoever guess what I am, I got 3 nationalities. You know, you got one right the first time you said it, but I'm not gonna tell you which one you got right until you say the 3 together. I'm gonna give you hints. Oh, I can tell you that you got the one right. No, it's Caribbean. No, it's Caribbean. No, it's a Caribbean. Belize is a Caribbean place.
Belize is in the Caribbean? Well, it ain't no near the Caribbean from where I know, because I've never heard of Belize. I heard of Dominican Republic. I heard of Cuba. I heard of Puerto Rico. I heard of Costa Rica. I never heard of Belize. I even heard of Jamaica being in the Caribbean island, but I never heard of Belize. Belize? It's not in the Caribbean islands.
I don't know, but no.
Anyways, but like we said though, guys, you gotta have to continue that one probably next week. Now, we do apologize. So we end up coming here today on Sunday. It was meant for yesterday, but I had to work, so I wasn't able to do the show. So that's why we made it the next day. So next week.
Shane, the rapper, is from there. Oh, okay. Why, I look like his sister? No, I look like his sister or something.
But next week we're gonna do the show on Saturday, and hopefully we'll be able to do that at our normal time. Is at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, maybe next Saturday, we can try to play some games. Like make it spicy, make it like something more different. I want to play like the game that me and you play sometimes. That is like who knows much about certain things, and make them guess. You know
exactly.
Okay, you down for that play? We're gonna be playing and shit. And then if you can keep up with our games and stuff, shit, you never know. You might win some surprises and everything. Maybe some gift cards, maybe some cash, maybe something. But if you stay around and you keep being faithful to us, don't be cheating on us. You're gonna get surprises, prizes, and everything else. We're gonna make it exciting. Just keep following my pages. Don't forget to follow me in my YouTube channel, Miss Mari Cruz, my Facebook channel, Miss Mari Cruz.
No, Facebook is
Facebook channel is Miss Mari Cruz Ayala, sorry, Mari Cruz Ayala Plain. And then my Instagram is Miss Mari Cruz, the same as my YouTube. My Twitter is the same, Miss Mari Cruz. Damn, too much fucking platforms that I can't keep up.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like it, follow and comment,
and subscribe.
And get the little bell so you can get the reminder.
Yeah.
That when we're going live. Yeah. And like I
don't forget, guys, now that's on the Mari Cruz channel stuff. Don't forget to follow her on her other co-host show, The Real. DA space REEL. All right. She's on there on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays is normally her shows for that. So don't forget to follow her on The Real now, guys.
Okay, ready. So just follow me on YouTube, but don't forget to tune in all the time, to comment, to be part of this. If you guys are faithful to me, I will make sure that I reward you guys. The people that are going to be rocking with me in any platforms, even if it's in YouTube, because I'm going to try to focus. I'm trying to be in YouTube because honestly, to tell you the truth, I used to focus too much in Facebook. That's why you see me that I don't have a lot of followers or videos and stuff like that, because my focus was not on YouTube. But now I'm trying to get into this platform and try to, is that the one with Bergen?
Yes.
Yes. That's going to be, we're going to have one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 3:00, right?
Yeah.
Or 2?
2. I don't know. You didn't tell me.
I think we're gonna have one. Let me make sure that I check, because I don't want to tell you guys and then you guys gonna be like, what? And everything else. But talk to him while I look for the thing.
I really don't know, guys. I know maybe at work and trying to keep up with the things that I gotta go do. But yeah, I think she has a show tomorrow between 2 or 3. But like I said though, guys, all we want you guys to do is just, keep in contact with us. We prefer you guys being involved with the show. We want you guys to be involved with the show. We just don't want to be able to give our opinions or our skills or our knowledge just from our point of view. We want to be able to have other points of views due to the fact that we want you guys to be able to do your best to be able to try and be involved to help you guys more than it is helping us. We are learning just as much as you guys are learning. Trust me. I mean, we still socialize, we still do our thing, and we still learn together as a couple and as a husband and a wife. But the thing is, though, is that you guys also have to learn how to be able to commit and do your things in your life and in your world too. So we do appreciate everybody that follows us and being able to be a part of our channel, because we want to grow with you guys. And
we want to give back to you guys too, like you guys giving the support. We want to give back and like I said, give some gifts, give some, cash here and there, but it's only going to be the people that every day that I tune in, no matter where it is, the real or my only shows, or even when I go anywhere live and you follow me, you guys are going to be rewarded with something, because I'm the type of person that you give me and I give back. So
all right, Ready
stay
Red.
tuned.
We'll see you next time, Ready Red, and
Stay tuned.
and Art Score. We'll see you next time, and you guys have be blessed out there. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Deuces.